league between the Viper and 8th Wonder, and Viper's home map now is going to be Arabia. I was expecting maybe Team Islands. I was thinking maybe, he'd go, maybe he'd go for a water map, but nope, he's gone for Arabia. Bread and butter of AOC, best player in the world, arguably, going to be playing on a map that is the most common map at expert levels. He's probably feeling pretty confident about this one, let's be honest. But this is his home map, and once again, he's playing as the Britons, down to the southwest of the map in the yellow. 8th Wonder going for a much more standard Civ pick, and also being a little bit of a lamer while he's at it as well. He's off stealing that boar already, up to the north of the map as the Aztecs. Oh yeah, so there you go. Good looking start for 8th Wonder here, taking a boar. Gotta love it. And Britons versus Aztecs is certainly going to be rather interesting, because if you guys remember, it was Britons versus Aztecs when we saw Loiza versus the Viper on that arena game. Only it was Loiza playing as the Britons and Viper playing as the Aztecs. And Loiza, as we saw, did a fantastic job. He nearly took down the Viper playing as the Brits. Obviously, this is a whole different kettle of fish. There's a whole different story altogether, because this is, of course, like Arabia. It's completely different in playstyle, completely different in pretty much every way to Arena. But I think this could be a really nice game. It could be a very, very interesting game if 8th Wonder does a very solid drush here. And then, obviously, Viper probably going to be taking advantage, of course, or definitely will be taking advantage of the Briton extra range in the Castle Age to out-micro mangonels and do things like that. And it becomes very, very difficult for the Aztecs, I feel, in the Castle Age to put up too much of a fight against the Brits. And we saw a similar situation in that first game between Viper and 8th Wonder here on Hideout, where Viper was playing as Britons and 8th Wonder was playing as the Celts. So similar vibes, I feel. But obviously off to a good start. 8th Wonder's got himself 3 boar. Viper's not calling a re, he's just going to deal with it. He's going to go man mode. He's just going to be like, yep, you're still my boar, whatever, man. I need the handicap, bruh. No, not quite, but he's not going to call a restart over that. I don't think I'd be highly surprised if Viper calls a single restart this tournament. He's kind of the player who's just like, deal with it and play on, and I kind of like that. Okay, so have a quick look at the players' maps and see what they've got to play with, I suppose. I mean, it's all about the map at the end of the day. No, it's not all about the map. What am I talking about? But it's very important. At the south of the map, Viper here, very good gold, but it is pretty open on this right side, and it's also kind of on the back of a hill, so on the bottom of a hill. So, 8th Wonder being so lame this game. I love it. He's taking that sheep away. He's going to try and steal the sheep. He's going to get it. He's going to grab it. He's going to run away with it. And Viper here, well, starting to get the upper hand in this little scout war as well. Bear in mind, an eagle, and he's going to kill the sheep. There you go. It's like, right, if I can't have it, neither can you. Eagle Warrior, of course, getting the upper hand against the scout cavalry in the early game. So Viper here really low on health, 2 HP. The Eagle Warrior with 9. He will win that fight if he gets another shot. But Viper, he'd rather kill his own sheep than let 8th Wonder have it. And that's kind of huge, because bear in mind the Briton sheep gather bonus is a massive, massive boon to them in the Dark Age. Gathering those sheep so quickly, that's a huge, huge bonus to them. But anyway, I was talking about the map, and 8th Wonder here, Viper here, back gold. It's not amazing. I mean, a back gold in general is a good thing, but it is at the bottom of this hill. It's very open on the right side. Maybe pretty difficult to defend. If 8th Wonder is looking good as the game goes on. He's also spotted that drush from Viper there, and 8th Wonder back at home. Is he going to drush? Well, he's actually not, by the looks of things. He's going up to the feudal age. It looks like we're going to see, what's this, 21 vills. Okay. So I was thinking maybe with the 3 boar, he could do a fast feudal into man-at-arms, which is not an uncommon strategy. But we'll have to wait and see. 2 villagers going out to gold at the moment. The barracks now coming up. He's got 2 options, I guess. He could go really quickly into archers, but on 21 villagers, that's not very solid for an archer flush. or he could just go into fast feudal man-at-arms, which is pretty solid, and he's had 3 board. There's no shortage of food underneath his TC, which is a whole different story at Viper's side of the base. This TC is just, there's no food here. There's no natural food remaining. Whilst 8th Wonder still has 3 sheep, which is lovely, to say the least. Viper will take his deer at the back, though, and 8th Wonder here as well, getting very lucky with this deer patch on the front. He could now come with his Eagle Warrior and push these in, but instead he's going to try and scout out the Viper's Drush, see when it leaves, kind of figure out what's going on there, and kind of, you know, follow it to his base to see what's going on. 8th Wonder, though, getting aggressive. 5 villagers coming forwards. This is the kind of thing we like to see, because this worked so well for him last game. He's going to go for a similar kind of build, a similar kind of strat this time around as well. And there you go. He's following those militia as well, just scouting them out as they go towards him. Making sure, of course, well, going to try and make sure that his villagers don't get caught out by these militia. It looks like they will run into each other, though. Okay, yeah, they're going to run into each other. Viper's going to spot the militia from 8th Wonder here, and he's going to see these 5 villagers as well. If 8th Wonder fights now, he should be able to win that, because he does have the number advantage. And, you know, I really wanted to look at the players' maps a little more. There's man-at-arms as well for 8th Wonder there. That's a great fight for him. He should be able to take down these militia if Viper stays and fights, but Viper's backed off a little bit, and man-at-arms is done for 8th Wonder now as he builds a watchtower on the front. But yeah, I was going to say, I wanted to look more a little bit at the maps, but screw the maps. We've not got time to talk about the maps. This is all go right now. 8th Wonder then, with the man-at-arms upgrade, he's only got 2 man-at-arms out. He didn't go like overboard and make 5. He only made 2, which is surprising actually. I think at the moment his food is not quite there to be making too many man-at-arms. But if I was him, I would really take these deer on the front. There's a huge deer patch there. There's 7 deer to be had. It's worth milling that, in my opinion. Like 100%, 300% worth it. And if he's staying really aggressive on Viper as well, you know, he should be able to keep the villagers gathering it safe. Maybe he just feels a little uncomfortable because it's very far forwards and out in the open. But a forward tower, a forward archery range, and this is a great tower. And the reason for this tower, why this tower is so good, is because the range of this tower is pushing Viper away from farms. So not only has Viper just seeded these farms and spent 60 food on each one, not only has he done that, but now he can't take the food from them. So not only has he had his boar stolen, not only has he lost a sheep, he's actually not going to be able to take farms. And now, with this tower coming up, he's going to be pushed away from berries. Viper's food situation is going to get very bad very soon. Now, at the moment, he has got a little bit of food in the bank, so he's able to keep villagers coming out for the time being. But if he actually runs out of food income, he is so screwed. And I love this forward aggression. I love this aggression from 8th Wonder here. Towers coming up on this right-hand side, on the front as well. And 8th Wonder looking very solid. Viper actually taking a bit of stone on this right side, very far from the TC, which is a little concerning. And the problem is at the moment as well, Viper's not taking any gold. So bear in mind that his food income is shite, to say the least. And now he's having to make skirms, which are going to cost him food as well. Obviously, that's going to really whittle down his food income. At the moment, he's got 1 villager on a farm. That's it. All the deer are gone. All the sheep are gone. The berries are inaccessible. He's got 1 villager on 1 farm, and that's that. Counter tower coming up, though, and 8th Wonder will be pushed back here. But this is the thing. I mean, he played this way in that second game, and it worked so well for him. So, of course, he's going to try it again. He's going to try his luck the second time around. Viper now doing wheelbarrow, which is an interesting decision, actually. I think, you know, damn, he's leaving these villagers idle at the back for quite some time as well. Villager idle time, it's the expert killer. There you go, he's bringing them back now. Maybe, I don't know, wheelbarrow obviously going to affect his farms in a big way. Not going to affect his other villagers quite as much. Obviously, it still will, but not to the degree of farms. So maybe looking to get some more farms up at the back here. Maybe build another mill somewhere. But his resources are rock bottom right now. He's got no more skirms queued up. He's got 34 food. He's got 2 villagers queued up. And then that's it. After that, he's done. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's gonna maybe get a little more food from the farms as he garrisons the villagers inside, but there's not a lot. And he's now doing fletching as well. So he's sacrificed a villager now in order to do fletching, which is kind of a big deal because that's actually going to help him counter these towers. It's going to obviously give his watchtowers more range and attack. It's going to give his skirms more range and attack to help deal with this aggression. But a very interesting decision there to let his TC idle for so long now. And 8th Wonder already 7 villages ahead. And even if now 8th Wonder falls back and just gives up on this forward aggression, he's come out on top. And he should be able to go from there with a very big advantage in this game. Thank you very much, new subscriber, Dubar400. Thank you for becoming a Wallow Warlord and supporting the stream, supporting all this good content. You are awesome. And let's see this. Well, we've already seen the Wallow hype in the chat. I was a little bit delayed there, giving you credit for your awesomeness, but yes, too much action going on. So yeah, Viper's seeding farms at the back. We kind of expected that. He's now got 6 farms, which is enough to keep villager production going constantly. Nearly, but he's also still making, I think, a couple of skirms here or there. Maybe not, actually. It looks like he's stopped skirms. So he should now be able to keep villagers coming out again. But 8th Wonder is still 7 villages ahead, and he's still looking for another angle of attack. He's going to go now for this house on the left side. If he can find these farms at the back, that would be huge. We need to just see 8th Wonder's line of sight here. And at the moment, he's got no scouting info of this, so he doesn't know what's going on there. But he might be interested in hitting this wood line, because he will see this broken tree, which means that there is a wood line back here that he can hit, and indeed there is. So if he goes back there, he will find this these farms as well. Now Viper building a tower in defense, he's going to try and just protect himself at all costs. And honestly, I really feel like at this point, 8th Wonder, it might be really worthwhile for him just to back. It might just be worthwhile for him to back away. Not sacrifice too much more villager time, not really sacrifice any more villagers to this army, and just play from a 7 villager advantage back at home. But who am I to talk? I don't really know if that's the right thing to do. Obviously, if you can keep pressuring the Viper and not even let up and not even give him a chance to get back into it, then that would also be good. But I kind of just, I don't know, I feel like Viper's got a lot of skirms out here. 8th Wonder doesn't really have any answer to that. He's only got archers. So we'll see. But we've got to bear in mind, 8th Wonder here will be faster to the castle age as well. So actually, you know what? No, screw what I said. He doesn't need to back. He needs to just stay where he is. He just needs to stay where he is because he's actually in a fine position at the moment. He's got Viper in the defense, on the defense. He's got him kind of, where he wants him to be. And 8th Wonder, he's up to the castle age, and that's huge. Because once he gets up to the castle age, these forward villagers, they're going to be able to build the forward siege workshop, and then that's that, really, isn't it? He's going to be able to do crossbow, he's going to be able to get the edge there. And if he can prevent Viper from getting castle for a while, that would be awesome as well. But he's not far away. Viper actually getting a good amount of food in the bank now as he takes the deer on the far right side and actually gets a few more farms up. So this is actually pretty solid still from Viper. He's actually got the score lead, but obviously bear in mind that 8th Wonder here took a score dip once he hit or clicked the castle age upgrade. But yeah, that's kind of messy, isn't it? That was really bad. I mean, I feel like staying here was the right choice still, but 8th Wonder just lost a bunch of villagers there. Like 5 villagers went down, or maybe 4. He's now down to 38 vills. 8th Wonder has less villagers than Viper at the moment. Viper just clicked up to the castle age, and he's clicked up, what, a minute and a half behind, which is not huge. It's not huge. So I don't think 8th Wonder is in an insanely good position. He's definitely in a strong position, that's for sure. But the fact that he just threw away those villagers that are trying to build this tower, that's kind of a little bit of a worry to me, because Viper's actually got more of an efficient eco right now. He's actually got more villagers working, more resource income, and he's actually got a pretty big army here, which you might have noticed has not really been put at too much risk for a while. I think Viper at the back just wants to keep these guys alive. Doesn't want to be losing them to towers or anything like that. And then once he gets castle, he's going to take advantage of the extra range to do a lot of damage. But anyway, there's that forward siege workshop from 8th Wonder. There's crossbow. I mean, we expected this kind of stuff. But 8th Wonder, bear in mind, still only on the 1 archery range. So that's a little bit of a concern to me, because Viper will outproduce him in military. Back at home, 8th Wonder throwing up a TC. Obviously on the front here, that's a really risky TC position. If Viper gets the siege workshop out, that will go down very easily. But he's got to kind of cover the front of his base somehow. And I feel like 8th Wonder may be feeling a little pressured to play aggressive here because of how bad his map is in terms of like ability to wall and wood situation and things like that. He has got a pretty horrendous map, that's for sure. But Viper here clicking up to the castle age, or reaching the castle age now. He's actually pop blocked though, which is a little bit of a worry, because I wouldn't have expected that. Stable coming up here at the back, which is interesting. And obviously that's the nice thing, is the Brits, you can go for light cabs, you can go for knights, which is something that 8th Wonder never has the option of doing as the Aztecs, not once. But at the same time, you know, their knights are pretty weak, so it's not the best thing. Viper then looks like he's going to go for a counter-attack. Ballsy. Very ballsy, considering there's 2 mangonels here, destroying his TC. And Viper, no Siege Workshop. He's actually not able to get the Siege Workshop up anywhere near in time, I feel like. This TC is on the edge of going down. Viper's got like no wood left, and he won't be able to build a mangonels. I mean, this TC's a goner. Holy shit. Viper's just going to lose that TC. He's got no town center left. There's nothing there. And now he's going to try and counter-attack 8th Wonder. He's going to see if he can find some villagers to kill over at his base. But 8th Wonder's got to be feeling good about that. That's a huge morale boost right there. The TC of Viper going down. Viper has no wood to build another TC yet. There we go. He's got some in the back now. He must have just bought some wood then. I mean, there's no way he could have got the wood fast enough there. He must have bought some, right? No. What? What's going on? He had like 30 wood a second ago, and then suddenly he's got 275. Resource hacks. What's going on here? No, he is going to build his TC again. But, yeah, I mean, seriously, that's a big deal. That's 275 wood and 100 stone right there to get that TC back up. It's huge. Guard tower coming in for 8th Wonder. Like, that's unusual, isn't it? Guard tower. But I think, you know, actually a pretty solid choice, considering he's got a bunch of towers back at home, and he's got such an open map. So, guard tower? Yeah, why not? Why not? 10 range, plenty of attack damage as well. These archers going to go down very quickly. And 8th Wonder's probably feeling pretty comfortable with his resources at the moment as well to do that. But let's have a quick look at villager count. 8th Wonder ahead by 12. That's huge. Keeping his villagers fairly safe from this counter-attack. Viper, meanwhile, is still taking a bit of stone on this right side, almost like he wants to save for a castle or something. But honestly now, this is looking awesome. This is looking awesome for 8th Wonder. Viper's TC at the back now up and running though, but very little food still. I mean, his food income this game has been horrendous. And now he's making knights. That's going to be sinking a lot of his food into military as well. Whereas, you know, crossbows would not do that. So obviously a very good choice in that respect. But yeah, Ballistics coming in for 8th Wonder now. Gonna make his army very good. A Mango out for Viper as well to defend. Another one queued. And this is the thing, like, if your opponent's dropping mangonels on you, or like, you know, a Siege Workshop and making mangonels, you've got to counter them with mangonels, really, unless you can realistically and confidently micromanage your army back. Anyway, Viper's taking a little bit of a beating from this TC. Those crossbows are fairly low on health, actually. But he is fully upgraded. I mean, he's got +2/+2, which is pretty solid, actually, considering his situation. And he's also doing +2 defense on the knights. Sorry, he's done +1 defense. He might do +2 defense on the knights, but he's actually just lost his... I think he was, in fact. My bad. He was doing +2 defense on the knights, but 8th Wonder destroyed his blacksmith, so that got cancelled, I guess. Oh dear. Okay, so these mangonels now in a little awkward position. Viper here with these crossbows. If he gets caught out, that could be huge. Killing 3 right there. And the knight's going to come in now, try and get these mangonels down. A quick and easy cleanup for Viper there. Very well done. Going to find those mangoes, of course, very quick. These towers, though, getting filled up very quickly by crossbows here. Question is, can Viper's rams do enough? I don't know. These guard towers obviously a little more beefy. This is actually a pretty solid choice from 8th Wonder here. Looks like, to me, this ram will go down before the tower does. I'm not sure if that's... It should be attacking on level ground. This one's attacking uphill, though, so doing reduced damage, remember. And, yeah, I think the tower's gonna stand up for now. This one may fall on the left. This may fall, but honestly, with this mangonel now out, no, it's not. This battering ram's gonna stay up, and that's awesome. Viper back with the counter attack. Oh yeah, I like that rhyme. That's a good one. Viper's back with a counter attack. We should turn it into a rap or something. He's always back with a counter attack. But yeah, 8th Wonder here, keeping his villagers nice and safe. He is on the ball, to say the least. He is on the freaking ball. And 8th Wonder just clicking up to the Imperial Age as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's at this point, right now, this is 2-1 to 8th Wonder right now. 8th Wonder going in. And of course, taking advantage of that incredibly strong, incredibly powerful Aztec economy. They're great farms. And Eagles. He's going to go Eagles. And we saw what happened last time. 8th Wonder went Eagles. And Viper was cracked open like a nut. The Eagles just obliterated everything. Absolutely everything. Viper then, more knights coming out. And you've got to wonder, knights as the Britons, what's going on there? Why is he not doing crossbow? You know, it's not like he doesn't have gold, it's not like he doesn't have wood, but he's persisting in doing knights, which is interesting. Maybe he wants to try and raid more, maybe he wants to do more along those lines. And Viper here trying to put up a forward castle as well. 8th Wonder gonna be blocking that with his villagers. Not happening, son. That was really unlucky. But Viper coming in with some archers here, and that tower going to go up here on the front as well to prevent that castle from being completed. How many villagers are going to go down though? Possibly a few. At the moment, none, because these guys apparently can't hit their shots. And oh god, this is too huge. Crossbows coming in to kill some vills, of course. The tower's going to garrison. These guys are going to get absolutely battered by this tower. The villagers going to go down, of course, very quickly here. The knights coming in, but realistically, what are knights without bloodlines? Without +2 defense against guard towers and TCs with +2. Imperial for 8th Wonder and Vipers calling GG right there. There you go. Holy shit. 8th Wonder 2-1 right now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that. That is just so good for Wonder right here. And after going 3-0, losing against Riot 3-0, and then to suddenly just come in here and just go like 2-1 to Viper on Viper's home map as well. Like, unbelievable, unbelievable. And just fantastic play from him. Just really, really well played by 8th Wonder there. Like, just so aggressive on the front. It worked out so well. Obviously, he stole a boar, which you could argue, you know, a little bit lame and all that. But my goodness me, great play. And Viper choosing Brits is an interesting choice now, because maybe, you know, maybe if he'd have chosen Aztecs, that could have been a whole different story altogether. But wow, what a great game. I absolutely loved the fact that he went for Guard Tower as well. I felt like that was actually a really solid choice. You don't see Guard Tower too often, but when you do, it actually makes a lot of sense, and that was actually a very good choice to do Guard Tower there. You know, a tech that you don't see too often, but was actually put to great use. And 8th Wonder, with the crappiest map I've seen in a long time, just making it all work out, and that's unbelievable. So 2-1 to 8th Wonder right now, as we go to the last game, in the fourth game in the series. Absolutely unreal at the moment. Game number 4 is going to be on the Empire Collective Cup random map pack, which contains 50